Pokemon Presents just dropped the news about shiny legendary quartet Pokemon featuring in the 5-star Tera raid battles in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and I have just the perfect answers to beat the first one. Yo, what's popping on, guys? This is your boy Offline, and what we see is we have Wo-Chien starting from July 22nd to August 3rd, so it is a limited amount of time for you to battle it, and once you battle it enough times, so let's say like 1 million people is what they said on the presents, beat it, you can go into Scarlet and Violet, launch in the Poke Portal, click on Mystery Gift, get via internet, and be able to get your first ever shiny Wo-Chien. We have the same thing going on after Wo-Chien for Tian Pao, Ting Lu, and Chi-Yu, which will be later in the events, but you know, we're gonna see Tera Grass Wo-Chien first and foremost. So let's talk about some of the counters that you can bring to very easily beat this thing, because this might be the easiest one we had so far. So let's get into it. First things first, if you're doing this solo, this is probably the best mon you can use against Wo-Chien. We don't have the movesets yet, and I'm probably going to predict some of the moves, like Strength Sap is probably something it's going to have, Ruination, sounds fair, Giga Drain, any type of grass moves and dark moves is probably what we will see. It does not get much coverage, and Tera Grass makes it so it is pretty weak to a lot of Pokemon. So if you have some of these Pokemon, you should be okay. And if you're doing with friends, I have some really interesting strategies that I cooked up with my chat on our live stream. So yeah, let's check this out. Chi-Yu with choice specs with Tera Fire. I know it's Tera Dark on here, but make sure it's Tera Fire, and you can just spam Beads of Ruin, choice specs, Flamethrower. And if people are working with you, you can pair it with something like Koraidon, which sets up Sun automatically. So Koraidon setting up Sun automatically means Chi-Yu with choice specs boosted Flamethrower in the Sun, and even if you're Tera Fire, like this thing is going to do a lot of damage. Now I do have Flamethrower, Lava Plume, Overheat, and Sunny Day, but these are just some of the moves that you can consider running. I'm modest, 252 special attack EVs, 252 HP, because you don't really need any speed to outspeed Wo-Chien. It is a really slow mon. But you can also change this setup a little bit using something like Nasty Plot or Sunny Day. Those are some of the moves that you could add in terms of, like, if you want to take out Overheat or Lava Plume. Those are some of the moves you can change on this Chi-Yu and get rid of the choice specs if you want to. But if you're playing alone, I just recommend like go for a Sunny Day, Nasty Plot, Flamethrower, Chi-Yu with Tera Fire. You could probably beat it very easily. If you're playing with other people, you will most likely be pairing up with Koraidons or other monsters. Hopefully some people use the strategy by watching this video. That would be insane, but there are some pretty good stun pairings that you can use against Wo-Chien. So if you're not using Chi-Yu, the other Pokemon I would recommend is use Ogerpon Heartflame. Ogerpon Heartflame is interesting here because it is a grass fire type, so any grass moves like Sap Sipper, like it is not going to do much for Wo-Chien. And what you can run is Focus Energy Ivy Cudgel. If you guys didn't know, Ivy Cudgel is a move that has a higher chance to landing a hit, and with Ogerpon being Tera Fire in this case, Ivy Cudgel with the boosted crit would do a lot of damage. And if you have Koraidon or any other Sunsetters in your arena, you can benefit from this a lot. Also, Embody Aspect gives you a +1 boost in attack as soon as you Tera. Again, this Ogerpon Heartflame is a great solo Pokemon if you're not playing with people online, but if you're trying to beat this raid online, this will help a lot more as well. The same thing I'm going to apply in this Ogerpon set. I'm 252 attack, adamant, 252 HP. You literally don't need any speed to outspeed a slug, which is what Wo-Chien is. So that is another counter. Up next, we also have Gouging Fire. If you guys want to be a little bit fancier, you can run Gouging Fire under the Sun with the help of Koraidon. If not, set up your own Sun. I do recommend running a clear amulet so it does not get strength sap boost on you guys. And photosynthesis is very easy to abuse in this Tera raid as well, because Wo-Chien is just not stopping you. If you're again paired up with Koraidon, you can take advantage of the photosynthesis boost. You don't even have to set up your own sunny day. But if you're doing this solo and you want to try out this Gouging Fire set, you can set up your own sunny day and just start clicking Raging Fury or Flare Blitz. And you also have Morning Sun if you want to heal up that damage from Flare Blitz. Don't be afraid to take a little bit of recoil to do a lot of damage, and this Gouging Fire will literally do that for you once you are adamant 252 attack and 252 HP. Do not worry about taking recoil, just spam that Flare Blitz and Raging Fury, dive head in and destroy that Wo-Chien, because this is not a bad Pokemon to take on. Up next, the mon that I've been talking about over and over again in this video, Koraidon. Koraidon with Clear Amulet is a great Pokemon to have as a support slash attacker in this raid. Just run Screech for the physical attackers. Ogerpon, Heart Flame, Gouging Fire, they love the Screeches that you throw on Wo-Chien. You can also run your own Flare Blitz if you want to attack. I definitely recommend going Tera Fire on every single Pokemon that I recommend here, because Fire type is just easy to abuse in this Tera raid. Also, you can set up Swords Dances on your Koraidon and run Sunny Day for that backup sun. That will help out your team a lot. And if you're doing solo, I mean, just go Swords Dance, Screech, Flare Blitz. Something of that combination will be a-okay for this raid. But if you guys don't have any of these 4 Pokemon that I just mentioned, I have one more secret for you. So let's say you want to take on this Tera raid alone, going solo like some people. That is a-okay. Another Pokemon that you can run in this Tera raid is Azumarill. Azumarill has been an OG since day 1 when this game came out for those Tera raid events, and you can run the Clear Amulet belly drum set that you always wanted to. And I would recommend, do not run Huge Power, just run Sap Sipper. This thing is going to give you some boost with those Leech Seed, Scent Strap, or some of the moves. You know, you are not going to get affected by Strength Sap attack drops because you're running Clear Amulet, and you can just Belly Drum Ice Spinner, and once you can Tera, you just start spamming Belly Drum Play Rough. This mon might be a little bit challenging to use for this Tera raid. That's why I did not show it to you guys till now, but I definitely recommend the 4 fire types that I mentioned. Obviously Koraidon is not a fire type, but it is in this once you Tera it. But I definitely do recommend trying out Chi-Yu, Ogerpon, and Gouging Fire first and foremost. If those doesn't work, get creative and let me know down in the comments what Pokemon you're using to defeat this 5-star raid. I mean, it is a 5-star raid, so it should not be that hard, but only time will tell because the event hasn't dropped as of me recording this video. So let me know if this video helps. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, just to get crazy Pokemon cooks, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, offline squad.